Hello everybody, it is me again. My name is Maddie. I am Stitch by Stitch Crochet, and I'm very excited about this video today. I'm going to be doing a pattern test for a Chappell Roan alpha graph pattern thing. I'm super excited for this project. If you watched my winter and fall crochet and knit plans video a couple of months ago, you will have seen that I mentioned talking about doing an alpha graph pattern of Chappell Roan. The picture that I had shown in that video was just kind of small, you know, maybe this size. The one that I'm going to be starting today is low-key gigantic, but I am up for the challenge. A creator that I follow on TikTok, she created this pattern. I will have her pages linked below. I actually bought something from her small business a couple of weeks ago. It was just like this little, what's it called? Punch needle embroidery portrait of Chappell Roan. And I just loved it, and I've been following her on TikTok ever since. So when she posted a couple of weeks ago on her page saying that she needed some pattern testers for this big crochet Chappell Roan graph that she's, you know, got in the works right now, I wanted to do it. Over the past couple of days, I've just been kind of organizing my yarn, getting the yarn ready for this project because I needed a lot of colors. There are some colors that I still don't have, that I only need like a small amount of, but that is later up into the graph, up when we get into her face. But I do have enough colors to get like the first half of the graph or so done, and hopefully in that time I can like contact some of my ladies that are in my knitting club and ask them if they have any of the colors that I need, just because I just only need like a small little amount. So I'll have to make sure that I get that. I'm really anxious to get this project started. Now the pattern calls for a 4mm crochet hook. And I don't know what is, I don't know if 4mm hooks are like coveted in the crochet community, because I have not been able to find, I don't have any 4mm crochet hooks in aluminum. I found one 4mm crochet hook it was like a bamboo stick, and I was about ready to start my project with that, but I was kind of hesitant because I don't really like to use wooden crochet hooks, just because, especially ones that are small like that, they could snap, and I don't know, I just prefer aluminum. So I found this one, but it doesn't have a label on it, it doesn't have any numbers on it, but I compared it up to the size. I honestly think it might be like a 4.25 because it's just teeny bit bigger than the 4mm bamboo crochet hook that I found. I don't think it's gonna make that big of a difference, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the one anyway, and I hope I don't get in trouble. So we're using this one, 4mm, right? 4mm, 4.25, and the first couple rows of the graph are just black, which is why I was considering just starting it last night. I was thinking about just starting it, getting the couple first rows of black out of the way, and then come on and do my intro today and be like, oh, I already started, I got a couple rows. But no, I wanted to make sure that I started the project on camera. And of course, I decided to wear a black sweater. Can't even see the freaking yarn. Now I have to chain a bunch. I'm gonna have to chain a bunch. So I'm gonna go ahead and count these chains out. And I'm also gonna pull up the graph, because I know I said that the first couple of rows were just black, but I think it's like the third row where I start introducing the red color for her hair. So I'm gonna have to get the graph pretty soon from my phone, but just for now. You know what, actually, let me go ahead and get the graph anyway, because I'm not exactly sure how many chains I need. I would just like to say for the record that it is a good thing that I double checked how many I needed to chain, because I got it wrong. So it's a good thing that I checked beforehand. So I have TV on the TV, I have my black yarn with me and my hook with me, and now I am so excited because I can officially start this. But I probably should start. I probably should film some content on my phone, shouldn't I?
Yeah, if we get my mother this, then it'll soften the blow when she finds out that we're not having any more children because of the vasectomy.
I'm gonna stay at the house if we have this baptism. Your whole family.
We'll just have to make room.
How? The house is barely big
You
enough for us and they can't afford-
Alright, it is approximately a little bit less than one episode of Gilmore Girls amount of time later. And this is how much I have. Ding ding ding, a nice little black stripe. And my yarn is here. And it is time for me to add in the red. I bought this yesterday because surprisingly I had no bright red in Red Heart Super Saver yarn. Okay, here's my first row of color. Ah! Yay, I'm so excited. Okay, now I just gotta keep working with the black color until I get back to this spot, and I'll just keep working up the pattern. I'm so excited. I'm so happy that I'm finally working on it. I've been thinking about working on this project for several days. I've been planning it out in my head. I've been buying yarn for it. I've been scrolling in the Discord for the pattern testers. And now I'm finally getting to work on it, and I'm super excited. But I have to stop here in a little while because I have to eat and I want to take my dog on a walk. So I have to make time to do that before I have to go to work tonight. So I'm just gonna keep on working this up. Alrighty, it is a few hours later. Yes. I had some lunch, I went on a walk with my dog, and now I'm ready for work. I have to leave for work in about 7 minutes. So I thought I would just give you a little update on how much progress I made this morning. Here we are. It is this long, and I have the very bottom of Chappell's curl. I'm excited to get to more intricate color work in her face. I might do a little bit on this after work tonight, but I probably won't pick up my camera if I do, which I may not. But anyway, so yeah, that's my update for today. I'll catch you up tomorrow. Woo! Alright. I think it's 2 days later. I don't think I filmed at all yesterday, but that's fine because I have an update and I am just now getting to Chappell's chin. And I'm very excited about that because that means more intricate color work, which I'm excited for. I'm excited for this challenge. Really intricate color work. Well, it's not the most intricate color work I've ever seen, but it's more intricate than anything I've ever done before. I have one end of a bright red curl and a little bit of a shadowed curl right here, and I'm just now getting to the chin portion, and I thought I would just give you a little update. So right now I'm working with 3 colors, and I just added on a 4th color, dark purple. I hope it's dark enough. I was looking at the TikTok that she posted of like her finished project. I was trying to look at the dark purple section to see like what color she had exactly, because I was looking at my purples and I have light purples and medium purples, and this is the darkest purple that I have, and it's still not that dark. I mean, it's definitely not like a light purple, but it's meant to be like the shadow of her face, and I don't want her to look ridiculous just because my purple is too bright. My yarn is getting a little bit tangled right now. I'm gonna have to get it organized and put into bobbins eventually, but I think for right now, as long as I'm working with 4 colors or less, it should be good. But as soon as I start adding 5, 6, 7 colors into the mix, getting up towards her eyes, I'm gonna have to wind them up and go tiny balls at a time. But yeah, right now, so I just added on this dark purple, and now I'm adding on light blue. It's like another form of shadow on her skin. So alright, so I just got to the almost end of the row that I was working on, where I added the 2 colors to start her chin. I'm so excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited. But anyway, so as I showed you over here, I started on the shadow of her hair with the dark red, but now I have to now I have to start with another shadow of her hair, which means I have to go in with more of this color. So what I think I'm gonna do, I actually think I am gonna start bobbining up my yarn right now, because in the very next row I'm gonna have to add 2 more colors. I'm gonna have to add the cream and the white. So I said what I said, now I'm gonna do what I said. Now I'm gonna bobbin up my yarn. Oh my god, my hair is an absolute wreck. Okay, so it is like 2 weeks later, and I am in a very small time period where I can film this. My washing machine and my dryer are on. Hold on. Okay, now I'm in my bedroom and the color is very different. The past couple of weeks have been okay, so the past couple of weeks, I have had very little time to work on my Chappell Roan because I got sick for a couple days, then my husband got sick, and then he was pretty much off work for like an entire week because of bad weather. Long story short, I just picked up my Chappell Roan again a couple days ago. My deadline to finish this project is in about a week, and I have quite a bit left to do. I'm on a bit of a crunch. It is a bit overwhelming, but I am determined to do it. And now I'm gonna have to go back in here where the loud washing machine is, just to show you the progress that I'm on. Okay. I came up with this, well, I came up with this idea. I had this idea. Oh, and now my heat is gonna turn on. Literally, my house is just being as noisy as possible right now. I put my project in a big plastic bin. This is the progress that I have made so far. I've completed her chin, her lips, and now I've gotten into the bottom of her nose. I think it's turning out really well. I was kind of skeptical about the color purple that I was using because I was worried that it wasn't going to be dark enough for the shadow of her face. I was worried it was going to look too vibrant, but I think it's turning out pretty well. Her eyes and the top of her hair and her crown and stuff, it's going to be a busy time. And I'm sorry that this clip was so hectic. I had like a few minutes because my husband is at the park with the dog. I don't know why, but I just don't like to film when he's in the house. I get self-conscious, and our house is so small, there's nowhere that I can go where he's not gonna hear me. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give you a little update on my chapel and how far I'm going. And I think it's turning out really well. Can you see where I messed up? Can you see where I messed up on the color work? You probably can, but just on the off chance that you can't, I'm not gonna point it out. And if it's like super obvious later, I could just tapestry over it. It's just a tiny little spot. Potentially not even noticeable. I notice it because I know it's there. I would just like to say, I am having a really fun time crocheting this. It's really, really fun. It's very engaging. And I'm having a lot of fun watching it work up. So, that's my update. Okay, it is, I think, a couple days later after that last hectic update. I've been working so vigorously on this thing that I have not been very conscious to like make updates to the camera, just because I'm worried about not finishing this on time, and I really am just trying to put in a bunch of hours on it. But I think I showed the camera a little bit last night for just like a second where I was at, but I didn't talk or anything. But I just wanted to show you, this is how it's going. My heat just kicked on. It's turning out really well. I am still less than halfway done with this thing. But I'm hoping after I finish her eyes and her eyebrows that it's gonna start to pick up in speed, because then it's just gonna be her forehead and like big chunks of color in her hair. And the big chunks of color don't take as long, obviously, as doing like a bunch of these color changes in the middle. So I'm hoping that once I get past her eyes, the process per row is gonna speed up a little bit. Yeah, I'm super proud of how it's turning out so far. I'm just really trying to get this done, but I do have to go to work now. I just wanted to give a little bit of an update. Yeah, I have to go to work. See ya. Every time I set up to film on this couch, I'm reminded that I still have my stockings up. Because when you live with them every day, they just kind of become your house decor, and it kind of all blends together. And there's a couple of Christmas related items still lingering around my house, like my entertainment unit. It still has some like tinsel and Christmas lights on there, and I've got my stockings still. But anyway, that's not why I turned the camera on. I talked to you very briefly yesterday, and I promised an update after I got home from work. But that did not end up happening because I just cleaned a little bit, and then I started prepping for dinner, and then by that time my husband came home, and so then we had dinner, and then evening came, and blah 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 blah, you know how it goes. And then I had work this morning, so I'm back from that now, and now I want to give you my full and proper update on my Chappell Roan. So, well, here's the latest update on my Chappell Roan. Is that a little bit of the pressure, I'm not saying all of the pressure, because I do still want to get it done in a generally timely fashion, but some of the pressure has been lifted off my shoulders to make sure that this is done on that hard deadline, because the artist has already released the pattern, I was just scrolling on TikTok the other day, and I saw that she posted a video saying that the Chappell Roan tapestry pattern was released and for sale and to go check it out on her website. So I just, you know, made a little comment on the Discord, and I said, oh hey, I noticed that your pattern was up for sale. Like, I hope everything goes well. I hope you get lots of sales. I'm super excited for you. And she said, yeah, I just did it a little early because I was just trying to make some cash. And I was like, I totally get it. Say no more. So I don't know what that means as far as like pattern test deadlines, because the thing about one size pattern tests is that you really only have to get a couple of people to do it, because I mean one size hats, tapestries, and stuff that doesn't change sizes like wearables do. It's gonna be the same for everybody, so you really only need a couple people to, you know, make sure that the pattern doesn't have any bugs or typos in it. So, I mean, with that being said, I still am going to try to get it done quickly. I'm not gonna just like drop it and start something else just because of this new thing that has happened. So, with that all being said, here's where I'm at. I didn't make that much progress last night because I messed up a little bit on the graph and I had to go back 2 rows, and that was really frustrating, and I put it down for the night after that. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I'm just trying so hard not to freak out right now. It looks so good. I think the more that I crochet, the more obvious that one part that I told you that I messed up becomes more obvious. I mean, it's just one tiny little spot. I'm going to keep working on this and see how far I can get tonight. My mentality still stands in hoping that once I get past her eyebrows, things will start to quicken up a little bit. I have all of tomorrow and all of Friday because I have the next 2 days off of work. So in that time, I plan to finish editing my vlog and upload it. Thanks to the encouragement of the ladies in the 4-weights. Thank you, ladies. Your encouragement means so much to me, like you don't even know. I just shout out to the ladies in the 4-weights, our little group chat on Instagram. I guess just crochet on this for the next 2 days and see how far I can get on it. Well, okay. Here's the story. It's like it's almost 5:30 the next day, and I have done no crocheting today because my mom texted me this morning and she told me that she was down with the flu, so I went over there and I made her some soup and some tea and cleaned up her kitchen a little bit while she was resting. So that took a couple of hours, and then when I came home, I cleaned up the house a little bit, did some laundry, washed the dishes, mopped the floor, jazz, jazz, jazz. And now here we are, and the day is almost over, and I have done no crocheting. But that is okay, because the day is not totally over. I just spit a little bit. And I can still crochet some today. The goal for today is to get done with her eyes, like totally done with her eyes, and to cut all of the colors in the back that I don't need for her face anymore. Here is how far I got yesterday. And my husband is gonna be home anytime soon, and after that I'm gonna make some dinner. But other than that, I'm pretty much gonna be working on this for the rest of the evening. So, still trucking along. Okay, dokie. Today is Friday, and I, unfortunately, due to some scheduling conflicts, have the day off work today. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to do what I had planned to do yesterday, and just crochet on this Chappell Roan as much as I can today. I planned to do that today and yesterday, but as you guys know, my mom was sick, and I, was glad to take care of her. But I'm excited to get to this today as well. So I made myself an iced coffee, and I still have my stockings up. And I'm going to just work on this. It's 10 o'clock in the morning right now. I'm probably going to work on this until lunchtime. Put something on the TV, probably a movie, or I'm not sure. I don't remember the last time I gave you an update, but I'll go ahead and show you where I'm at right now. I think I only probably did like 1 or 2 rows, if any, since the last time I showed this on camera. So here it is. I have both of her eyebrows started, and I'm excited to get through her eyebrows, because that means that it's just forehead and hair, and minus the crown, which that's only a small part of the top. Nobody in my Discord has said anything about, there was one person that got it done like really early in our Discord, and then there was one person that said that they were almost done with it like a week ago, and then the Discord has been silent since I had that interaction with the designer about how she had released the pattern early. So I don't know if any of the other pattern testers are close to being done or not, but I'm just gonna keep trucking along on this.
My lady.
I saw you competing today.
So are you watching? I understand the tournament champion has the honour of escorting my lady to the feast.
That's correct.
Then I will give everything to an autonomy. My lady.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so it is later in the afternoon, and I have been working on this for a long while. I worked on it pretty much until like almost 3 o'clock, and then I ran some errands. I went to the grocery store. I got gas in my car. And now I'm back, and I just wanted to give you a little update on where I was at before the sun went down. I'm not done working on it for today, but I probably am just going to take a little bit of a break. I was working on my project, and after I passed the eyebrows, I really took a thorough look at the back, and I cut off any long strings that were, you know, longer than a few inches long if I wasn't using them, and I just cut off any colors that I wasn't using anymore. And now, I mean, I know it doesn't look like it because the back still looks horrendous, but the balls of yarn are way more manageable now. That's how many I'm using, minus those 2 yellow ones in the corner. So this is what the back looks like. And this is the front. I have gotten up past her eyebrows, and I'm almost to the top of her forehead. Looking at it now, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it done by tomorrow. That would be some miracle if I did, especially because I have a morning shift tomorrow at work. I'm still gonna try to get as far as I can. Hopefully I can get to at least the bottom of her crown tonight. That's a good goal, I think. I do actually think I'm gonna crochet on this for like probably, I don't know, 10 more minutes before I start cleaning, just because I just need to get it out of my system. Okay. It's been a few days, probably like a week, since I've last updated you. And I've just been trucking along on it, the Chappell Roan. And I am happy to report today is the last day that I'm going to be working on this thing. I am so close to being done. I have the entire day off. She's getting done today. She has to. Okay? Okay. Let me show you where she's at. I literally have like less than 15 rows left to do. Probably even less than that, probably like less than 12 or 10. And most of what I'm doing is the black background now, which is making it go by way faster. I don't have to do as many color changes. But here she is. What do you think? How does she look? It's kind of hard to make it look all perfect right now because she's so big. Looking just at the top, I have finished her crown, and I have from here to here left of her hair, and then the rest is the black background. I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of me for making her, and I'm so proud of Angel Swan for designing the pattern. Good for her. I really am anxious to get at least the crocheting part done, and then I can clean up the back, potentially steam block it. I'm not going to be able to get it on a dowel rod today because I don't have a working car. It's a long story. My husband took my car. His truck is broken. I've been rewatching Merlin. It's on Tubi for free. And good God, I love that show. And it's making me want to make like a crochet tapestry pattern of the Pendragon family crest. But that is for another day. So I'm going to keep working on my Chappell Roan. So, a very exciting update. I am now completely done with all of the color work and I just have 3.5 more rows of the black to do and I am done. I only have 3.5 more rows to do. It is sunny. It is a few weeks later and I just wanted to pop on here and say, here she is. Oops. Alright, here she is. She's all done and steam blocked. I still have yet to put her on a dowel rod, but the good news is, oops, oh no, I can't find it. Oh. Anyway, so I'm going to start filming a new video today, and I'm going to put this on a dowel rod and hang her up finally. I did fix that part on her jawline. I just, you know, kind of embroidered over that spot with black and white thread, or yarn, I mean, until it looked fine. And I think it really, it made a difference. But yeah, I just wanted to show you the final her, with her all like pinned up on the board and everything. I just kind of pinned her up to some cardboard to display her at an art market I had a couple of weeks ago, but I finally got some dowel rods that are big enough to support her, and I got two, one to put on the bottom so that it can keep straight, you know, so that it won't curl up on the bottom. And I'm super excited to put her on a dowel rod, but that's going to be in a different video, so be looking out for that. Subscribe. I don't know how good of an outro, I don't know how good of an outro I did the first time I did an outro for this video. I was kind of, I don't know. I'm going to refilm the outro now, just because she's finally actually done with like the ends weaved in and everything. And this lighting looks way better. Thank you so much for watching this video. It took so long to make. I'm glad that I'm finally getting to film like a good and proper outro when she's all the way done, and I'm going to put her on a dowel rod today. Thank you so much for watching this video. It took a long time to make, but it's done now. And I hope that you subscribe. Looking forward to the next video. I always freeze up when I have to do outros because they never seem sincere. They always sound scripted, even if they're not. They just sound like that stereotypical outro YouTuber monologue. Like, alright guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe for the next video. I hate sounding like that. I don't ever want to sound like that. And so that's why I get so like, that's why I freeze up when I do my outros, because that's how I feel like I always sound. Anyway, goodbye.